Hi beautiful people, welcome to the Kennedy's channel. Ken is my name, and today I'm going to be showing you a very simple trick. I'm going to be showing you how you can track objects or anything in After Effects in a few minutes. So once you have After Effects opened, all you need is to create a new composition. Simply carry the video layer from there, the source files, and then simply drag it into the timeline here. And once you've dragged it into the timeline, After Effects automatically will create a new composition. So what you need in this process is you need three things. You need the video layer, which is visible in the frame. You also need a null object, which is an invisible layer in the composition that is going to be carrying properties of any other visible layers in the composition. So in this case, it becomes the parent of other layers in the composition. Then the number 3 layer that you need is the image that you're going to be adding onto the frame, or the text. It can be a text, can be an animation, can be any other object. So now we are here. We'll create a null object. So simply right click on the timeline and come to new, and then come to create null. The other alternative would be you coming to layer, new, null, or simply Control Alt Shift Y or Command Alt Shift Y on a Mac. So once you have the null object ready, so what you want to do is to center the anchor point. I have this plugin that I downloaded. So it's what I use. It allows you to simply move your anchor with just one click. So I'll just click on the center, and my anchor of the null object is moved to the center of the frame. So what you're gonna do next is to make sure the video layer is selected, and then come to effects here, and then you'll see what they call tracker. So click on tracker and then come and track the motion. Click track motion. So once you click track motion, After Effects automatically will open another window. As you can see, this is the composition window, and this is the new window where we're going to be doing all our layers and tracking. So you can simply zoom in. So After Effects has created for us a track point. So we need to expand this track point by simply making sure that you've selected it, and then increase the size of these little squares. So this is what you use as your track point. Just move it to an area that is highly contrasted. Could be an area that is very black or very white in your frame. So once you've already positioned the tracker point, you can come and make sure that the playhead is at the start of the video or start of the timeline, and then just simply come and click here, analyze forward, and After Effects will track the moving object throughout the video or throughout the timeline. Let's do that. Of course, it's always good, and Adobe advises you track an object whose shape doesn't change throughout the frame, or whose colors are consistent throughout the frame. The same applies to the contrast. So you track an object that has consistent contrast throughout the frame. So we can zoom out a little bit and we continue tracking. Now sometimes After Effects doesn't do a great job the first time, but what you have to do is to pause. You click here to pause, then readjust the track point, and then click analyze forward once again, and then After Effects will continue tracking until you reach a point where you're happy with the tracking. And then once that is done, we'll move on to the next step. So After Effects is doing an amazing job so far. So the tracking is done. So I can bring back my playhead to the start, and then are you guys seeing this? Come under still the tracker here, then click edit target. So here automatically After Effects knows that there is a null object, so just click OK. So in this case, the tracking data from our video has already been applied to the null object, and then you can come here and say apply. If you don't hit apply and then continue the next step, you realize that your new object that you're going to add is not going to be tracked. So just click apply. So what this does, we're basically selecting what dimensions of motion that we want to apply to our now object. So as you know, motion most times is along either After Effects tracks along either the Y axis or the X axis. So in this case, I want both axes. I'll click OK. And then once you click OK, automatically After Effects takes you back to your composition window. So I'll just minimize this. As you already see down here, there is tracking data. So the next step now is to either import an image or any other object that you want to superimpose in your frame. In this case, I just want text. I'll come and click here, T, on the text icon, and then I can add my text. I'll say maybe runner. There you go. Yeah, once you're happy with that, simply come back to the new layer, sorry. Simply come back to the new layer that you created. Like I said, I have this tool plugin that allows me to center my anchor point. Simply click in the center on the anchor point, and the anchor point will be centered in this case. So I'll move my text layer to somewhere around here. So we are not yet done. Not yet done. Now the final step. Are you guys seeing these three layers now? We have the video layer, the now object, and then we have the new layer that we just created, which is the text layer. So what you want to do is to hold up the pick whip, this little thing, it's called the pick whip, and then just bring it to the now object, parent it to the now object. That is the final step. Once that is done, that is it. So you can come and lower the resolution to about 1/4 so that After Effects can play back your video smoothly. Let's do this. There you go. After Effects has done very good tracking, and you can see our text is being tracked in the video. So thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, you can hit the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bells. Thank you so much. Have a good one.